Hi guys, this is Ersin Öztoycan, here to share another stand-up performance from Larnaca in Cyprus. If you enjoy the video, or even if you don't, I would appreciate if you could just subscribe to my YouTube channel and share the video and like it, because every little share and every little like helps me along the way. Till we meet again, take care, bye!
Very much. The next comic up tonight is Ersin, so if you can just welcome her up on stage.
Ersin. Hello everyone. How you doing? Enjoying the evening so far? Yeah. Do you know what? I've been around in a nice way. To different clubs, island-wide, yeah? And I've been taking note of the audience. Not everyone knows how to laugh. You know, they don't know how to react to comedy. You know, you see some people and they just sit there, it's like, don't even know why they're there, but they're there and they're trying to enjoy themselves, and I'm trying to see if I can see any of those in the audience. But there's the other ones who you say the joke and they smile and they're just like, and then there's the other ones that aren't too sure, like, is this funny? Should I laugh? Do I get it, you know? And then there's the other ones that are like, is it politically correct? If I laugh, are they gonna, you know, look at me in a strange way? And then there's the other ones who don't give a shit. They laugh at anything. They just love to have a nice time and get the child within you out. You know, it's Christmas. Enjoy yourself. I want to hear your voices. I don't want to see your grins. I want to hear you laughing. Every Christmas, it reminds me of my childhood, and I think most of you will agree. You know, Christmas is for children, isn't it? When I was young, all my school friends would send Father Christmas a letter asking for different toys and gifts and things like that. And I would send Santa Claus a letter every single year from the age of 7 till about 10. And I would say, "Dear Satan." Now I would say, let me explain. I'm dyslexic. So I would say, "Dear Satan," because dyslexic people have difficulties with spelling and difficulties with reading. So I would write, "Dear Satan, can you please tell my teacher to piss off?" And let me explain why. When you're first learning to read, they teach you that it's phonetic, so you're supposed to sound out the letters and then read the word. So it's m-a-t, k-a-t, f-a-t. And I thought I was really clever because I could do that. I could sound it out and I could read the word, no problem. Then we'd have spelling tests, yeah? And she would put a load of crosses on my paper, and then she'd sit me down and she'd say, "Ersin, you don't spell knife N-I-F-E. And I'm like, "Why not? N-A-F." And she's like, "No, there's a K in front of it, and that's a silent K." Well, what the fuck's it doing there then? You can't hear it. Who gives a shit whether there's a K in front of knife? I mean, I spent all my childhood and my adult life referring to a knife as a knife. And when it comes to business, I mean, there's a silent U somewhere, and I spelled it bussiness. I've been walking around saying bussiness because I can't spell business any other way, you know? But then, as though that's not enough, guess what else she tells you? Ersin, there are words that sound the same, but have got different meanings. Words like here and here, no and no, there and there. I call them who gives a shit words, because at the end of the day, who gives a shit whether or not I say, "I'm glad that you're all here today," and I spell it H-E-A-R. You still say here, don't you? What difference does it make? You know? It's just crazy. But anyway, Christmas is a time for families. Forget about my childhood. Do we have any happily married couples in the audience?
No!
couples in the audience. You don't necessarily have to be happy. I'll tell you something. I was happily married for 15 years and married for a further 15 years. And then I was happily separated for 5 years. But I could see that there was a separation on the cards. I sensed it. Let me tell you why. One day, my husband, ex, was changing a light bulb in the hallway. And he said, Ersin, can you come and hold this stool? So me, the good one, I run in and I'm sitting on the carpet, holding onto this stool. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I holding this stool? It's only like 2 feet. If he falls, he's not really going to hurt himself. So
I was thinking of another
why
stool.
am I holding this stool? And he said, just in case I get an electric shock and it'll run through me and then it'll go through you. But the final straw came when he decides that at Christmas we're going to go on a skiing holiday. Now, I haven't skied in my life. So he says, we're going to go to the dry scopes, teach you, you'll have a few lessons, then we're going to go abroad. It's fine. Went to the dry scopes. They taught us how to do what they call a snowplow. Anybody been skiing here before? Okay, so snowplow is something like that, and it helps you go down the mountain at a slower pace, so you're safe. The thing they don't teach you is how to get on and off these chairlifts that take you up the mountain. They don't teach you that. They've got chairlifts and they've got these button lifts where you stick it between your legs and it pulls you up. We went on a chairlift, and my beloved husband that loves me so much, so I'm sitting this side and he's sitting the closest side. Bear in mind, this is a beginner's group, and each of the group, so we're going to go on the baby slopes. Not the advanced or the black run, the baby slopes. But you get on these chairlifts and it kind of slows down. It doesn't stop for you to get off. You've just got to like glide off. My fucking husband, he just gets off and leaves me. And I couldn't get off. I was shitting myself. I thought, fuck, what am I going to do? This chairlift was going up to the black run. And my goggles, threw them off down the mountain. They were taking my bits and pieces to my husband, my ski sticks, my bag, everything. I get to the top of the mountain, yeah? And my instructor must have called them up there. And he literally said, get this mad woman off this chairlift because she can't go back down. Pulled me off. And then I'm there and the instructor's there and he's French, so I don't understand French. And I don't think he understood a lot of English, but he said to me, you snowplow? So, yeah, I can snowplow. I learned that back in England. So I said, okay, me, you, snowplow. He's pointing to the mountain. It's like this. I said, no. Me, walking, you, snowplow. He said, no. You. So I said, you want me to jump on your back? Fine. Jumped on his back. And he literally skied me down the mountain. Wow. You should see my husband's face when he saw me coming down. He thought, shit, I couldn't get rid of her. She's coming back. But we are happily separated ever since. Now, recently, I was looking up tattoo artists that were dyslexic because I thought it would be really funny. Can you imagine a tattoo artist giving you a tattoo piece on earth, but spelling it as P-I-E-C-E instead of
Oh
that.
my God.
While I was looking, right, I came across this video of this woman who was talking about having a tongue piercing. Anyone got a tongue piercing? Yeah. Okay, so she was talking about the pros and cons of having a tongue piercing, right? Prepare for this. So she starts off with the pros, the good side of having a tongue piercing. So she's going, the good thing about having a tongue piercing is nobody really knows that you've got one. And the other good thing about having a tongue piercing is that you can have all different sized balls in your mouth. And I was like, okay. And that was the only pros that I can think of at the moment. But for the cons, for the cons, hold on, let me recompose myself. Yeah. For the cons, she goes, the cons of having the tongue piercing is if you don't have it done at a nerve damage and damage to your taste buds. And also, you can end up chipping your teeth because the bulbul will hit and it will chip your teeth if you're not too careful. But some people end up with lisps. I don't have a lisp, but some people do. But the worst thing about having a tongue piercing is that people automatically assume that you suck dicks for a living. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys tonight. I hope you've been a great audience until we meet again. And now I'd like to introduce our next act, who is Mike. A round of applause for Mike, please.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
I feel like Toastmasters.
Alright.
No.
First of all, just want to say that I will have a tongue pierced, and no, I do not suck dicks. Just letting you